Yeah, so this will be a practical session on our previous topic actually. So we were discussing about tags, attributes, and elements, and right now I will demonstrate everything through VS Code. So I am opening VS Code, Visual Studio Code, so which is an excellent editor for both HTML as well as other languages. Fine. So the VS Code is open. Now I'll just create a new, or what I can do, I can just delete the entire thing. I'll start fresh. So I'll just save this. I'll delete, I'll close other unwanted things. So this is my HTML index.html. So we are going to develop or an HTML page using all elements. Fine. So let me put exclamation. Just give enter. So you can see here. So it starts with doc type HTML that shows that this particular HTML document is an HTML5 document, and this is the HTML opening tag, and this is our closing tag. Okay, open tag, start tag, and end tag, start tag and end tag. Okay, so HTML start tag and end tag, and this lang is an attribute, and this is a value. This is its value. Okay, so language is English. For this particular page, by default, the language is English. Okay, then we have head element. Okay, and within head element, we have meta element. Okay, multiple meta elements. Then we have a title element. Okay, then body. Then we have a body. Fine. So body is also an element which starts with the body and ends with a slash body. Okay, opening and closing tags. Fine. So these are example for a simple HTML page. Right now, this page, if I want to show, the document. So title I'll change and show you my tags and attributes demo. Okay. So this title will appear on top of your browser. Okay, I'll be showing you that. Go live. I'll click on go live. So now this page will be opened in a web browser. By default, it will open with Internet Explorer. You can see here. See, look at this. My tags and attributes demo. So this is what we are given here. Title. We are given title my tags and attributes demo. The same thing appear on top of your browser. But the same page can be opened with some other browser also. What I'll just close this. Okay, I'll open with some other browser. So you can see here, this is Google Chrome, which is an excellent browser. So this page is also opened with a title. Look at this, my tags and attributes demo. So hereafter, whatever we do will be refreshed here and shown here. Okay, fine. Now, so let us move on one by one. So whatever we discussed, we can just have a practical demonstration. So see the head, title, body, and all we have seen. Then we have paragraph. We can see H1 paragraph, all these things. So what I'll do, I'll just should go here. So here, this is the Visual Studio Code is an excellent editor. So I'll just give H1 and just give enter. That's it. Okay. So whatever element you want, you just give the name of the element and just give enter or tab. Then it will automatically complete it with open and close tags. Okay. So I'll just say my website for tags and attributes or elements. I'll save this. I'll just go to my browser. Look at this. It immediately got refreshed. It's a live server actually. It's a live server. So wherever you have, whichever browser, it has got the address. See this 127.0 that refers to the local host, because this website is running in local host 127.0.0.1 colon, and this called port number. Okay, because every application has to run in a port number, because a web server may have multiple websites or web pages running. So every website should be different from others using a port number. Okay, and then slash index.html. So fine. So that's called in H1. Then I can just go to H4, type H4, give enter. That's it. Okay, this is my heading 4. I save this, then I go to my browser. So look at this. This is my heading 4. Okay. Now, as I told you, this H1, H4, they are all block level elements. That means, see, I can just showcase this. I will just cut this. I'll just put it just next to that. Look at this. My idea is I want to have this H4, okay, this particular element next to H1 element in my web page. Okay, let us see whether it's possible to do that. Then I'll explain what is block level element. I'll save this. I'll come back to my page. Look at this. No, there is no change. See, as I told you, even if you design in your web page a block level element next to already existing element, every block level element will start fresh, okay, in a new line. Suppose you see, if I say H3 or H2, you can take. I'll say, okay, this is my H2 element. I'll save it. Even though I've designed in my web page H2 next to H4 or on the same line, look at my, see, this is called block level element. So every block level element, it occupies the complete space here. Look at this. It occupies the complete space here. It occupies the complete space here. Okay. So it does not allow other element next to them. Okay. Every element starts fresh. Okay. On a beginning of a line. See, look at this. Every element in it starts at the beginning. Okay. They don't form next to each other. They don't exist next to each other. They are called block level elements. They are called block level elements. Fine. So you can see, I can have a paragraph. So I can just give P, give enter. See, lorem. Lorem is a automated text. So see, it will generate a dummy text, so that you can have a huge paragraph. So I can have multiple lorem tab. So you can see it will be a huge paragraph. But all these things, all block level elements. So I'll just show you here. Look at this. See, this paragraph starts fresh at the beginning. Even though I designed next to H2, it starts fresh at the beginning. So this is called block level element. Fine. And the space which is occupied is complete line. But here you cannot see that because the content are less. But this paragraph, it takes up the complete space. You can see that. Okay, fine. So this is called block level element. So we'll see what other examples we have. So we discussed about all these things. Okay, then if you go to div, form, everything we'll see with an example. Okay, then if you take div, it's a collection of, I can just put it here, div, give enter, that's it. Okay, I can have a collection of H1. Okay, this is hotel menu. Then I can have a paragraph, or I can have here list of items. You can see here. Okay, it will be menu items, LI. So you can say here, I can have coffee. Okay, I can have tea. Okay, I can have something else, cool drinks or juice. I'll save this. Look at this. Yeah. Now this hotel menu. Okay, basically see these together, hotel menu and the list of items, they are within the same division. Okay, they are grouped together in a division. Okay, so that we can handle with some other qualities like colors, background, whatever it is. That all we do later on. Okay, now hotel menu is a block level element, so that it occupies a complete space here. Look at this. It occupies a complete space here till the end. And this UL, okay, basically unordered list, it starts fresh at the beginning. And of course, there is an indentation here because of the LI and all. LI is nothing but the list items. Okay, and LI, tea, coffee, everything. Fine, they're all block level elements. Fine. So they come next to each other, one below each other, not next to each other, one below each other. Okay, and the complete UL, okay, comes just below that H1 hotel menu. Okay, just appears just below hotel menu. This is called a block level element. Fine. Fine. Now we'll have some more examples. Form we will see with bigger example. Okay, then so we'll go to inline elements. So what is an inline element? Inline element always they appear they occupy only as much space as they require. Okay, I'll just show you an example. See what I'll do. I'll just come here below this division. below this division. I'll just come here. I'll just say span. Okay, this is my first span. Okay, and I'll just say, I'll just say span. This is my next span. I'll save this. I'll just show you the output. So you can see this is my first. Okay, I think you can just see that. I'll just maximize it a little bit. Okay, this is my span. This is my next span. Okay, you can see that. I can see this is my next span. Okay, which comes next to the first span. Okay, if you want, I can just maximize a little bit. Yeah. So the code will be visible right now. Yeah, design will be visible to you. Now, even the span, no, they appear next to each other. Okay, they occupy only the space which they require. As much space they require, that much only they occupy. Okay. Now, even if I bring this span, I cut it here. Okay, and I put it here. Even if we bring it to the next line, it will occupy. You just see the output. You can see the difference. See, I just make a modification here. This is my new span, so that you can have whether. See, I always do that. Whenever I make some changes in the code, not design, I change the text also, so that we can be sure that the new things are getting into effect. Otherwise, we will not be knowing it whether the new changes have come into effect or something like that. So this is my way of doing it. Whenever I make some changes now, I change the text so that or variable, whatever it is. We change the text or variable, whatever it is, so that we can come to know whether the changes taken into effect. Fine. So I'll just save it. See, look at this. Even though, see, this is my first span, this is my new span, but I brought it to the next line. The span. Okay, see, I wanted to make it as a block level element, but that's not possible because span, they always go next to each other until they reach the end of the page. Once they reach the end of the page, they'll come to next line. That's a different issue. Now what happens is I just do this way. I just copy these two. Control V. This is my second span. Okay, second new span. I'll save this. I'll go to my browser. See, I think they're not filled up the complete page. So I'll just go again, copy this. Okay, so I'll just say this is my third span. Third new span. This fourth span. Okay, fourth new span. Fourth new span. I'll save this. I'll save this page. Look at this. See, until it reaches the end of the page, it keeps on doing it, the same line. Then only it comes to next line. Because the page, the page, width has reached its limit, so it comes to next page. Okay. So until that time, it keeps on floating in the same line. Fine. So this is called span. Is basically it's an inline element. So apart from that, we can have an image element. So what I'll do, I'll just okay. Now I'll tell you how to comment the entire thing. So look at this. What I'll do, there's an easy shortcut way of commenting. Okay, I'll just select everything here. Okay, then control /. That's it. See, got everything commented. Again, if you want to uncomment them. Okay, then again you block it. Control /. Again, look at this. Fine. So you just see. I'll do it again. I'll just block everything. Whatever I want to comment, I'll just block. Then control /. I'll save this. I'll show my page. Nothing will be there. Look at this. Nothing is there because all the HTML elements are commented out. Fine. Now what I'll do? I'll just I want to show some images. Now for image, what I have done is I create a new folder called image. Look at this. How did I create? I went here. I created a new folder called image. Okay, and within that image I copied some images: apple.jpg, brinjal, tomato, everything. Fine. Now what I'll do? Image is also an inline element. So what I'll just say image. So look at this. Source will be from where that image comes up. So it is inside a folder. See, it is not in the same space as index.html. Okay, the index.html and the img is a folder. They are the same space. Okay, they are at the same space actually. So what I should do is I should say img slash. The moment you put img slash, now it will bring you all your images. So apple.jpg. Then see, look at this. Now this img is a tag or element, you call it as. Okay, then src is the attribute, and look at this. This is the image which I want to show. Then alt is also an attribute. Then what do I want to do here? I want to do this. You see, this is an apple image. Okay, then I'll just say width will be 300, height will be 300. I'll save this. I'll just show you my page. Look at this beautiful apple. Okay, beautiful apple here. Fine. So what is this alt? Suppose if due to some reason if the image could not be loaded, then we'll get that text. Okay, this is an apple image, and this text is also useful for screen reader. Sometimes some people will use a screen reader software. Okay, visually impaired people or somebody, they will use a screen reader so that it will read out. Okay, that this is an apple image, something like that. But so they'll come to know, yes, there is an apple image. Fine. So, and I'll just show you. I'll copy this. What I'll do, I'll just put an brinjal image. I'll save this. I'll go to my browser. Look at this. As I told you, these are all inline elements. IMG is also an inline element. We discussed that here actually. So IMG is an inline element. So you can see here, the image of brinjal comes next to apple, even though we have designed in the next line. Look at this. The design is in the next line. Okay, brinjal image, it is the next line. As it is being a inline element, it occupies only the space which it requires, and it keeps on floating. Floating means in the same line, until end, it keeps on floating. Okay, fine. So img, is also an inline element. Now, if you take an example, a tag, anchor text, that also we'll discuss. See, I'll just say a, just give enter, href. So I will refer to some other page. So I can just say http. I can refer to external page also, innosoft.co.in. Then I will say a new site. Fine. So I just save this. See, now all these three are inline elements. So they just float next to each other. Okay. I'll just show you the output now. See, look at this. Apple, brinjal. Then we have a new site link here. Now, if you click it here, it will open. Of course, it goes to an external website. Yeah, this website got open. Okay, fine. Now I can just go back to my code. Okay, so all these three are examples for inline elements that you have to remember. Okay, and A starts here, opening tag and closing tag. Okay, and href is an attribute that we will discuss later on. Attribute. Okay, then this is the text. Okay, which will be shown to you, but the moment the browser user clicks on it, it takes him or her to this particular website. Look at this particular website. Okay, I can open it in target. Okay, I can use it as underscore blank, so that it will be opening in a fresh tab. Look at this. Okay, now you can just click here. See, now this site opened in a fresh tab. Okay, this is already there. Look at this. Our home page is here, index.html is here, but this site, external site, anchored link, href, hypertext reference got opened here. So I'll close this. So these are all examples for inline elements. Okay, so hope it conveyed you the message. Fine. Now we discussed about width, height, href, style. So we'll just discuss some style also, so that I think style we can add it to the. See, I put it for h1. h1. So I'll just say my website. So okay, fine. This is a block level element, so you can see it will occupy its own line. So I'll just show you that. So you can see my website. Then these images, they start in the next line. In the next line. Okay, fine. So further things we will be discussing in our next video. Okay. Thank you.